Hi, I'm Ava Chun.
And I'm Ava Coyle. And I feel like this year has been really stressful, at least the beginning of the year for me. And so, I feel like you noticed, though.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling you, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it taking a toll on your mental health.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, I feel like the hard thing about it is, normally I'm the person who people go to with their problems. So I feel like kind of one of the things about it is, not that you feel like you can't have problems, but you feel like you can't really show, you know?
Yeah. I feel that I'm more of the person who goes to other people when they have issues, and I feel that I'm always stressed that they have more things to deal with, it's more important than my problems, so I don't know when the right time to talk to them about it is.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's why I feel like I'm the therapist friend, because, I'm always well, they've told me what's going on with them, so I can't then add on top to that. Because,
I feel have too much stuff to deal with, and they don't need to deal with my stuff on top of that.
Exactly, because I definitely, feel a burden from my friends talk to me, or, come to me with their problems. I definitely take it on and, think about how I would feel if I was in their position, and then, I don't know, I feel like I just get more, upset from it and worried about it.
Yeah. We discussed this with the Staples psychologist, Abigail Judge, and here's what she said.
It can feel quite burdensome, right? So if someone really feels like they're often the person who everyone goes to, it can be kind of depleting. It can feel like you're, and also maybe you want to be heard. Maybe you have things that are challenging. So I think being able to sort of reflect back and take time for yourself, being able to maybe have some boundaries or limits to it, in a way that is understanding and gives back good feedback to the other person. Because, it's like when they give that example of putting the mask on yourself when you're on the airplane before, taking care of others. It really can be really challenging to feel like that's the role that you have to play for others. And other people can also seek out other avenues as well.
After discussing with Miss Judge, we went to go on with a student's opinion. We interviewed somebody who feels like that they are also the person that everyone goes to with their problems.
Trust me to talk to me, and I like being able to help, but sometimes it's mentally a lot when you have a lot of your own stuff going on and then you kind of carry other people's stuff. So it's definitely a skill to learn how to separate, have empathy but also not take on the emotional stress.
I feel that as the friend that always goes to other people for help, I feel more understood by my peers. It's more helpful to have other people my age, because psychiatrists and professional adults, they understand to a certain extent, but they're not
teens right now. Yeah.
They don't understand what we're going through right now in the moment. They've gone through it before, but it's been a bit.
Yeah, it's not current.
As somebody that goes to other people, I feel like I always try to be considerate of other people's boundaries. As the person that everyone goes to, how do you feel that the boundary should be?
I feel I don't know, I've definitely been in times where I've been visibly upset, and then a day later or something, I'll get a text and have to take all the mental capacity that I have left to respond to that person. So I feel like just be considerate of what's going on with them. Even I feel like therapist friends don't share a lot. I feel just kind of try to read the room a little bit. I feel a lot of times people just don't and do what's best for them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel what do you how would you feel do you read the room, or are you kind of
Yeah, I read the room. I make sure they're in a stable place, but sometimes obviously they're not, and I have to sit with my problems, which is always difficult, but I feel you need to be considerate of the person you're dumping this all on, because they have a life too. They have so much going on as well.
Yeah, but also not to say you can't talk to your friends. You definitely can. I feel it definitely makes me feel closer. I'm sure
just you got to make sure it's at the right time. If your friend is going through so much right now, they've gone through so much, you can't just dump all the things that's going on in your life. Wait for them to have it a little cleared up, help them maybe with their problems, and then maybe ask them for advice.
Exactly. And this was CJ Johnson, a senior at SHS's thoughts on this.
Oversharing, definitely overstepping that is too much. I don't want to hear about all what you do.
CJ definitely has a good point about overstepping boundaries.
Yeah, definitely.
And here are Edward Vandermeer's thoughts, class of 2025.
when talking to someone, you should know who you're talking to and set boundaries. It's all about communication with that stuff. It's all you can do, just communicate.
And those are some great thoughts from Edward. But this is definitely not to say don't go to your friends. It definitely makes you feel closer. It's just all about finding a balance to it.
Yeah, so you need to find a balance between not oversharing and not getting into their space when they're dealing with things. There's a balance.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
Yeah. And of course, you can always reach out to your guidance counselor. They're more than happy to help you or connect you to any professional help that you may need.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you for listening.
Bye!